Spoilers and Fandom is like a book club for geeky stuff. Join us as we delve into the depths of our backlogs and sift through the games, comics, shows, movies, and books that we haven't checked out yet. Hey everybody, welcome to the next episode of Spoilers and Fandom. We're a little late by 1 week.
Yeah.
But the show is pretty intense, I guess. Anyways, we're going to talk about Umbrella Academy Season 1. And joining us today, we have quite a big crew. Let's start with our returning guests. Both of them are returning. How do we do this? We'll start with you.
Hello, Audrey here. Yes, and I'm back. I'm back, but with nothing to say today. Since I haven't watched.
That's not true. This is all something to be said. And Ed's back here after, I think, months or something, right? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
It's been a while.
I think we had you on for the Starfighter. Was the last one?
No,
Malazan.
Malazan, yeah.
It's okay, it's alright.
God, that book was good. And
Hillary, yeah.
yeah, Hillary. Now, Umbrella Academy. Did you guys watch it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah. So Audrey is going to be our soundboard for someone who doesn't know anything about the show,
Yes.
who's listening to us talk about it.
I'll let you
And
know if
she'll
it's
give
worth
us good-
watching.
Yeah. She'll give us good feedback. That was my phone.
Honest truth.
So this is on Netflix, and it is based off of Dark Horse comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Written by Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance.
That sounds like a band.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been big in comics in the past, 10, 15 years?
What did you say his name was?
Gerard Way.
No, the Mike and the what?
My Chemical Romance.
Mike. Oh, Mike. Oh, sorry. That band.
Yeah.
I thought Mike and the Romance. I'm like,
No.
Okay, that sounds cool.
That's an
Mike and the
interesting-
Romance. Yeah.
It's like Mike and the Mechanics, but
Yeah.
more loving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More tender.
But yeah, so he's been doing I think comics have been his passion, and because of his profile in music, he got a chance to get with. First, I think it was with Image, because he did a bunch of stuff for Image. Then he moved on to mainstream DC. He did Shade the Changing Man. He did, I think, he did a bunch of things, but
Okay.
this specifically, I think he did for Dark Horse. And it's incredibly timely because remember last time I said that I wanted to watch Doom Patrol?
Yeah.
This is inspired by Doom Patrol.
Huh.
And you can see it. It's obvious.
The comic, right?
Yeah.
Because of even though the character.
Yeah, the character design, this would not feel,
I'd say their interactions,
Yeah,
their
this-
relationships kind of feel.
or even the stuff that they end up doing. It wouldn't be out of place in a Doom Patrol comic. Let me say that. Yeah.
Well, did you guys enjoy it?
Yeah. Thus far, I enjoyed the beginning, and then the end was kind of like a mindfuck. The middle got really low energy. I really don't understand why series do that now. Remember, Altered Carbon was the same.
Yeah, but you see, so let's just jump into talking details about the show without going into spoilers.
Yeah.
The pacing of the show was weird, as you have said.
Yeah.
But I didn't find the picking part of the show, I didn't find at any point that it picked the way Altered Carbon started slow and then picked
And then
up.
picked up later.
For me, it was just a slow burn all the way through for me. So yeah, I mean, did you guys feel that way?
It was, for me I felt like that, but I felt like it picked up a bit after episode 3. It picked up, because now at that point, they keep adding more and more, they keep adding more and more things into the story that are not really solved. Yeah. You'll finish one thing and then they'll introduce something else. We didn't know about Luther, number 1, and we just understand that he's a big guy. We didn't understand why. Until later on.
Yes,
so they keep edging out information about the characters slowly. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll bring that up in the spoiler section because I have a thing with that.
So basically, the summary of the show.
Yeah.
on October 1st, 1989.
Yeah, this is in the trailer. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
In the show, this is how the show starts.
Okay.
Yeah. On October 1st, 1989,
40-something kids were born.
Yeah.
And the thing is, none of their parents
Yeah.
exhibited signs of being pregnant. They just
Went.
gave birth
Yeah.
and went straight into labor at the same time,
Yeah.
all over the world. And
This rich guy decides he's going to collect as many of these kids as he can.
yeah,
Adopt, collect.
bye.
Depends on how you
Collect.
Look at
look
it.
at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's even one more word I'd use there, but then it's
Harvest.
politically incorrect.
Harvest.
Own!
Own. Yeah. But that's true.
Yeah.
Right up own, yes.
Because he
No,
went
that
out
is-
and
that is
legit
correct.
bought some kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so he.
yeah.
And he buys 7.
Yeah. So he, instead of getting out of the 40 something, he only gets 7 of them. And he
Okay.
raises them in his Professor X mansion in the city.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And they have powers, most of them,
Yeah, most
except
of
for
them.
one.
Sucks.
It's not really a spoiler, but
Yeah.
yeah, except for one, they all have powers.
Yeah.
Yes, danger.
And because they're all from different families and stuff, they sort of regard each other as siblings, but yeah,
They're not
they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of like foster home kids.
Yeah.
How they grew up together. They're siblings, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or kids in an orphanage as well.
Yeah.
And basically, this is all the first episode-ish.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, what
one of the kids can time travel.
Cool.
And he discovers that the world will end a certain amount of days from that point. Meanwhile, their father has died, and they're convinced that they need to solve his murder. Some of them are convinced that he was murdered, so they're trying to solve that as well.
Yeah.
That is the plot.
Yeah. And this guy, the guy who can time travel, disappeared when they were kids, like when they were 13.
Mm-hmm.
So they never knew where he was. Then the father dies, this guy reappears magically, still aged 13.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't aged.
He hasn't
And
aged
they're-
a day since they've seen him.
Yeah.
And he reappears. And he tells them the world is going to end like in 5 days. We need to figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
He
interesting.
said,
that's a basic gist.
Yeah, that's the basic gist of the story.
Yeah.
How it starts.
Okay.
What did you think of the plot?
I like the plot. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was original.
No, but it's good. Like it's engaging. That's what I liked about it. Like nothing. It's from a comic book. You can easily
It's
telegraph
very
a lot
easily,
of
yeah.
this stuff. But despite all that, it's an interesting start to a story.
it's the alchemy of how all these characters interact,
Yeah.
including the two we failed to mention,
Yeah.
Hazel and
Cha-cha.
Yes.
I love those two, but yeah, we'll talk about it. They get introduced later, but yeah,
Yeah.
they are good characters.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. So now of the 7 kids that this guy managed to get,
Yeah,
we've now established that they have names, but they're mostly referred to by their numbers. So there's number 1 through 7, kind of
Okay.
like Kids Next Door.
Okay.
But yeah,
yeah,
Nicely done.
Synchronized thinking.
Yeah.
yeah. But then now, out of number 1 to 7, 1 through 6 have powers.
yeah.
Seven.
7,000.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even out of 1 through 6,
What cool thing can number 7 do though?
she's a violinist.
What? You.
That's a skill. It's a skill.
We'll talk about it.
It's a skill.
Okay, fine. So he's a violinist. A very emo violinist.
Yeah, she's.
Well, I would call her emo.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's safe to say
speaking
all.
of, the tone of the show is weird.
Yeah.
So every episode, this isn't a spoiler. Well, at least the first episode, I felt, had a completely different
Vibe.
tone
Yeah.
to the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Because this happens twice in the show, but there's like a dance sequence.
Yeah.
That just happens, and it's awesome. It's really cool. They're using that as promo material for the show, so you've probably already seen it. But that doesn't happen again.
Really?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
once.
It happens twice.
Twice.
The second dance sequence is just Bollywood nonsense. I did not like that one. But the first one was dope. Guys are doing the robot. Guys are doing all kinds of moves. Guys are just trying their best, like I liked it.
Like
yeah.
Luther,
Yeah. Yeah, Luther would look like he was having fun. Diego had some moves.
Diego's cool.
Yeah, and number 7 had like the robot thing going. She's the one who instigates the whole thing.
She's the one who starts dancing.
Allison's just doing her.
This one that
Girly.
goes back.
It's on the pulls back and then you see all of
Yeah, cross-section of the umbrella
cross-section
academy
of the
as they
house.
dance.
Yeah. That was a dope scene.
Yeah.
I thought.
It was
But,
fun.
yeah,
Actually,
but not many of those.
you're right about that whole tone thing because it reminds me of Magnolia.
Magnolia.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise movie, the big treatise on grief and whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a whole sequence where all the characters break into song. And it's an Emmy Man song. Yeah, and you don't expect it because the whole thing has been building
It's
up.
not.
You don't expect these guys to sing a song because you've been told about there's a storm that's coming, someone is on their deathbed, Cruz has his ridiculous backstory and he's a misogynist preacher kind of thing, whatever. But that whole thing of just having characters break into song, as it's like this is the one time or dance where you can just hear a pure expression of what they feel. You know, someone sitting and saying,
It was.
This is
it
how
was-
they feel.
It was
Exposition.
Random, yeah. It was. I liked it.
it was fantastic.
Except the little one wasn't there yet.
Yeah, the small one. Number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously anyway.
So like a quick recap. Number 1 is a guy called Luther. He's super strong.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude, super
And
strong.
he was on the moon.
Yeah, he lived on the moon for like years, and then he came back. Now, when he found out his dad died, he came back.
Yeah.
Number 2 is a guy called Diego. He can.
Sorry.
He's like the Batman archetype.
But his power is interesting. He can control like trajectory of knives
Yeah.
when he throws them. So like Batman.
Yeah. So he'll
But
throw.
if Batman could like literally
could control,
throw them
like,
everywhere,
Batman
which he does in the comics anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. Now number 3 was who?
3 was Ben.
No, wait. No,
Ben.
3 was Allison.
Allison was 3.
Yeah, Allison is 3.
Okay, Allison. She's basically Kilgrave.
Yeah.
She can make you do whatever she suggests.
Yeah. When she tells you, I heard a rumor that
Yeah, and
she
you will.
compels you to do it.
Yeah, you will end up doing it the same way, exactly the same way as Kilgrave.
Yeah.
But it's funny because when Kilgrave does it, it's considered rape, psychological
Well,
rape.
it's funny for me
But
to
if she
laugh.
does it, it's only considered psychological rape when it's like to her kid.
Yeah.
To her own kid.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But now that's the question. Now it brings up the moral implications of brainwashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it cool? Is it okay to do it to your kids? Like if you had a superpower, would you use it on your kids?
Oh, you would.
I haven't said. It depends on the situation.
Like now you see in her situation, her superpower is one of compulsion. She can tell you to do
To
something,
do
and
something.
you do
I
it.
do that.
So to chill your kids out, you
Sometimes.
like stop crying.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it depends.
It depends on the situation.
Like if you had the ability to, okay, it's twofold. It's like a thing where you could look at both sides.
Yeah.
Double-edged. If your child has a specific kind of trauma, if you had the power to remove this trauma by doing what
Doing
it does,
this.
Yeah.
yes. Although you might actually be handicapping your child from overcoming that trauma in some.
Yeah.
interesting
So,
manner.
yeah.
You're
because-
halting their development.
Which is good what you're talking about this because in the spoiler section we're gonna bring this up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So who was 4?
4
was
is Klaus.
4 is Klaus.
4 is Klaus.
Okay, just saying. Klaus is my favorite.
Klaus is your favorite character.
Klaus is my favorite character.
MVP.
I love Klaus. Klaus is my favorite one.
Okay, so Klaus, what he does, he can summon the dead and can communicate with them. He sees dead people.
He sees dead people and he just talks with them.
Yeah.
And poor guy, I feel bad.
Number 5 is the kid who came back, who can time travel.
Okay.
So he came back from the future.
And what's
Yeah.
number 5's name?
He can
He
time
doesn't have
travel
a-
and he can sort of like he's a bit like Nightcrawler as well.
Yeah. He doesn't have a name, he's literally just called 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6 is now one of my, he's in my top 3 favorite characters. Is Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Now Ben, he can summon Cthulhu shit.
Some tentacle monster from another
He
dimension.
either turns into that or they become a part of him and he wrecks shit.
Yeah. But he's dead. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He's in the show, but he's
We don't
dead.
know how he died as well. It's never really revealed in the show.
Yeah.
He's dead.
That's number 6, and then now 7 is...
Let me call you back.
Yeah.
I'll call you back.
Look at this.
It's full of bloopers today.
Yeah.
Yes, discussing important things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben was dead.
Yeah.
He's alive again.
Yeah.
Not,
So Ben, and then number 7 is...
Wait, so if he's dead,
Yeah, number 7 is number 7V.
Vanya.
you said someone could see the dead. That was not
The only guy who can see...
Klaus can see
Yeah, it's Klaus.
Ben.
And all the other
Can't see.
6 can't see this dead one.
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he talks shit to Klaus.
Hey.
Not always. No, he's a good guy. Ben's
He
a good
is, but he's like the angel on his shoulder.
Yeah.
So you can tell, like, when Klaus is doing dumb shit, he
Yeah.
talks shit to him
Exactly.
specifically.
guy. He is the angel on his shoulder.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think they were really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very clear that they're because
Yeah.
Klaus can't actually do this anymore. He's very impaired throughout
Yeah.
most of
Yes.
the show. Is how I'll put it.
And then now for me, one thing that I took away from this
Yeah.
is that every one of these characters, including Hazel and Chacha, feel like they could be leads in their own show. It's just that they're coming together to do this. Yeah.
Continue.
Each of these characters feels like they could be the lead in their own show. It's just that now, as the story would have it, they've been dragged together into this one thing. Yeah. So I don't know. It gives the show a feel of like a mix and match, sort of like a
It's kind of X-Men-ish,
yeah.
but with less personality.
Less
As
or
in
more.
the characters. Because of what happened to them, they haven't really developed into their own individual. Like they're all kids somehow, even when they're old.
But you can tell, like, okay, like Loki later on. Okay, this is going to the spoiler section, but this is like a whatever. Klaus went through like some shit, like some PTSD shit.
Yeah.
Like that year that he lived.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Spoiler section. Say that.
Yeah. So
He grows up
all of
real
them,
fast.
yeah, all of them have developed outside of the academy thing, and it's all jaded them in a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Question. So when did all the 7 come into the academy?
They all
Was-
came.
were
out-
they, like,
they
born-
all came. They were all born on the same day. This guy went and collected them. They all moved in as
Okay.
soon as he
Yeah.
collected them.
So they were all infants at that
Yeah.
time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So they've been raised as a group together, like that.
Yeah.
Got it. And this dead, I don't know why I'm stuck on the dead one. He's been, he or she, is it a he or she?
He.
Has been dead all this time.
He's been dead, let's say, like since.
Or-
We don't know
For
how he
long?
died though.
We don't know how he died, but he's been dead for like
Yeah.
over 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And some. Well, who doesn't know? Like they don't even know how he died. Some of them,
I don't think
and
so.
they don't even ask.
They don't ask, or maybe it's.
And this is their issues. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Is like when they meet each other in the first episode.
Yeah. Their traumas are still.
They all have this animosity towards each other. They all had to name themselves. Their dad treating them like shit, which is why they left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they've all come back because the guy died.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the only guy who's like, okay, I think maybe he was the favorite,
Number one.
number 1, because he's the one who's
Who was on the
acting.
moon.
Yeah, he's the one who's acting like he's the leader-ish. But
he was,
he's
kind of, yeah.
he is, but
Diego obviously.
I feel like he was the leader in the same way that he was kind of like the firstborn. Because okay, in the comic anyway, from what I got from this was they were all born like seconds apart. So he's number 1 because he was born at
The earliest.
yeah, he was
The
born the
earliest
earliest.
second. Okay.
Yeah, and it goes on like that. Yeah. So it's and also because the dad. Luther is my least favorite character
Really?
of all of them.
We couldn't tell.
Of all of them. Now I should add my notes, and I've just written like everything is a Hulk type, boring, easily suggestible, boring, gorilla body, boring,
Oh my god.
astronaut, boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many borings are those?
4.
4 borings.
Yeah. I really
one for
don't
each
like
lead.
this guy.
I found him boring, but I found him cute. He had those cute moments. When he's dancing, I thought he
Yeah, when he's dancing, that's cute.
Yeah.
But he was my least, by
Otherwise,
far
he
my
was
least
an
favorite
idiot,
character. My favorite is number 5.
Yes, because
You like Damien, don't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you like Damien.
Yeah.
He's basically Batman's
He's
son.
basically-
Like, he's basically...
Yeah, so I like. If I actually listed them in order because I like number 5, then Diego, then Ben. Weirdly enough, I like the dead guy more than I like all the others.
Interesting.
That's understandable.
No, because he had literally the most interesting story.
Ben, he had the coolest powers.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
and the fact that he's dead and the
And
only
still
guy who
he's
can
a
see
thing,
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Klaus is the only guy who can see him. That's what put Klaus immediately after
I
him.
love that.
Allison, Vanya, and Luther bring up the end for me. I really don't
Yeah.
care about those 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't care about Vanya for a long time, but then things changed. But still, she's
No, I didn't care about Vanya throughout the entire show. Like, maybe at the start I liked her, but then for me she just her plot just
But now you see,
bored the shit out of me.
my issue with this was the problem that I think for me the show had.
Yeah.
They picked Ellen Page as Vanya, which is great casting.
Oh, that was her?
Yeah,
Can I? Okay, you finish your thought, then I'll follow with what I want to say. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
they picked her as Vanya, so you know she's gonna make it to the end of the season. So it means you also know that she's central to everything. They picked literally the best actor to be the least interesting character in this.
Yes.
So it's for me. I don't know. It was a thing I'm realizing of. They picked her for that reason. So you know she's gonna stick around, and you know she's important.
You're already primed to know
Yeah,
that no
you're
matter
already
what
primed.
happens in the story. Ellen
She's
Page-
important, and she's making.
Yeah,
us,
it was very predictable as well.
which is what I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Like this,
Yeah.
I'm sure this has been done several times in X-Men.
Yeah, and I also didn't buy.
And the plot
Yeah.
is very similar to Heroes
Yeah,
and like a whole bunch of shows. So
yeah. I liked Allison's power set. I liked how it's low key. And it fits, and it fits
I
like
like-
her job of her being an actress.
I like that she used it to become an actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of us would have used it to become rich. She just used it.
She did.
She did also, but she made a career out of it, kind of. You know, I agree. Yeah.
This thing of dreams.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah.
But like you see, each and every one of these guys, like if we took each member in isolation, could have written like the story arc could have made a great series
On
in
its
and of
own.
it, on its own.
Yeah.
Like number 5, fantastic time travel series. Klaus would have been one of substance abuse and craziness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classes are, I love class.
Diego would have been like, what's it called? What's that guy called? Punisher.
Batman.
It would have been Punisher. It would have been Green Arrow sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, actually, Allison would have been perfect as if The Pretender were to be remade now.
Oh snap! That would be good.
Yeah. The Pretender, but with powers.
But with powers.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would have been cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. So I don't know.
Are we in spoilers?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Okay, alright.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The one thing that we can take also from this is there's 8 seasons of this planned.
What?
Yeah. Just so you know.
Okay, I'd assume that the comic is pretty long running.
I haven't read the comic. I think there's 8 volumes of it, so I'm guessing they want to do one of each. But the guys who are doing the comic are also in charge of the series, so I'm guessing they're planning it maybe in a similar sort of way.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The tone, the art style, the acting was alright.
The acting was good. Like,
Yeah.
who do you think was the best actor?
Oh, but of course, the man who plays Klaus.
Klaus.
Over 5.
Yeah, no, 5 is.
Oh,
pretty
5
good,
is
yeah.
a good kid actor.
Yes,
Jesus.
Over 5.
Oh my god. As a kid. Holy crap. Yeah, that kid
it's
is
fine,
that
it's
kid
fine.
needs an Oscar, man. That kid was good.
Because, okay, yeah.
He's
sorry.
gone
No,
through.
This is for you.
Spoiler.
He disappeared at
Okay,
13.
wait. Let's not,
We
not
just go
do
straight to the
spoilers.
spoilers.
No, not yet. We have to give our rating for those who don't listen.
Ah, okay, cool.
So-
I'm giving it an 8. I like this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ed?
Give it a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah.
I give it a 6.
Wow.
I didn't
From what
enjoy
I've
it.
heard,
Yeah.
Yes.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more than 5.
This
show is
It sounds
think I'm
interesting. It sounds like something I'd watch, even if now you guys are spoiling
Yeah.
in a sec.
Yeah.
But it's something interesting.
You like it more after you spoiled it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
I think,
I really don't know.
let's wait and see.
Yeah. Well, 6 because of the fact that
Six,
the whole plot is very familiar, isn't it?
It was too predictable for me.
So you've given it a 6.
And also,
He said 6.
this is subjective, but like the time travel stuff, which is heavily what the show is about,
Yes.
I don't like time travel stuff because it always leads to the exact same conclusion all the bloody time,
We need to go back and change this.
unless it's done really well. Like, and very few shows, in my opinion, do it well. Like, Flash is just trash. I cannot even watch or read a Flash thing if it has anything to do with time travel. I can't, and that's all Flash is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not a big time travel fan unless it's like a show like Steins Gate, which is amazing, or the time travel stuff from TNG, the way that ended.
Oh my
Star Trek: The Next
Yes,
Generation,
yes.
yeah, the way it ended. But really, Steins Gate is spoiled me when it comes to time because it makes sense to me. This is very much comic logic, which doesn't fly by me, and we can talk about that now actually.
Yeah.
It's a big spoiler.
Okay.
So the way spoiler section. If you are going to watch the show, seriously, don't listen anymore.
Unless you don't care. So.
Yeah, unless you don't care.
I bet
But
you what you
literally,
Yeah.
we're about to like it's big spoilers.
Yes.
So it's time travel, right? And 5 knows that this and that blah 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 is going to happen. These are my biggest problems with the show. 5 finds out that this is what's happened and he tries to change it. But of course, because of time paradoxes, he can't change it without knowing that it's going to happen, so it will always happen.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
The way the show ends, with all of them going back in time,
Yeah.
is also the way the show starts. It's a theory. This is a fan theory now. It's also because they're all born without anything on the same day, blah blah blah, and they all regress. Like as you're watching them go back in time, they all turn into their
The
kid version.
age, yeah.
And Ben is with them as well.
Yeah.
So he's come back.
Yeah.
But they're all going back in time along with their physical bodies.
Yeah.
Which just means that later on we're going to get a plot line of them going back in time and they all come back as kids, and that's how the show starts. It's going to happen. So, like, for me, that's something that will happen for sure. That's, like, I don't even think it's a theory. I think this is just what it is. Like, they'll find a way to get the whole world to reset and go back in time. And 5 will do it, but everything will go back. So, except for specific people, whatever, and those other people will also be born at that same specific time in the same specific way.
Because I'm thinking, fine, the way the series ends, the apocalypse, as defined by the show,
Yes.
was as a result of
Well,
Vanya.
no. So it starts off as there was an explosion here. We don't know what happened, but Luther is holding an eyeball, and this eyeball belongs to the person
Yeah.
who led to the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first theory. Later on in the show, that guy is dead, blah, blah, blah. It turns out, it's Vanya. She exploded and blah, blah, blah. Finally, stop Vanya. Vanya shot the moon. The moon crashed into our planet and destroyed it.
Yeah.
You know, like, it will keep becoming more and more stupid.
Yeah.
Like, we stopped all these things, but then, a light bulb exploded and the car had an accident. Like, it can be anything.
Yeah.
And that's just time stories in a nutshell. Like, there's no solution to it.
But like now you see, with the way these guys have been de-aged and gone back in time,
Yeah.
and Ben is back, they've gone back with the knowledge of
Right.
the future.
This-
That's the same thing that what happened to 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is still an assumption that what we saw is is we are taking it as something that has literally happened. I don't know. It might be figurative because if you take de-aging them from that point, then because this time travel stuff becomes ridiculous when you start trying to look at the details. Like you'd be like, okay, so they changed, they became younger, then they also got into their own uniforms. So have they been pulled from that point they were to now? Because they all had different clothes, right?
Yeah.
And the only guy who has the uniform is Five because that's just what he wears.
Yeah.
And Luther had his thing, what have you. So they all changed back to their kid selves.
Yeah.
Is this something symbolic? Like we are back to the way we were as a family?
Or before
everything
went bad.
Yes, before everything went bad. Or is it something literal where we've actually aged, or we've been pulled from
I don't know.
where we are to that point?
I know that I will probably like season 2 more than season 1 because my favorite scene in season 1 was the flashback that they had where guys are robbing a bank and how they all go in to stop it. That was my favorite scene, and that was the most action-packed scene with like everyone doing shit. Well, that and the assault on the mansion, I guess.
Funny enough, my favorite scene in the show,
in
totality, was when number 5 was in the convenience store.
With his mannequin.
Oh, sorry, no, not the convenience store, in the diner. And then
yes.
out of nowhere, like guys, like assassins show up, and they want to start like spraying the place with bullets, and he takes them all out.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh yeah, sorry, as part of his time travel thing, he disappeared when he was 13, right? He jumped into the future.
And he was stuck there.
And he was stuck in the future until he was like 53. He lived until 53 in the future, jumped back in time before the apocalypse, and ended up at 13.
No, and then became an assassin.
Yeah, he was during that time. He was an assassin.
He became an assassin after he was 53. He became an assassin for these timekeeper, this timekeeper agency shit, which is very anime.
Yeah.
So he ends up like correcting the timeline for this group, and then he gets away from them because he wants to try and stop the apocalypse.
Okay.
Which they're trying to enforce because they're saying whatever event must happen.
Has to happen.
Must happen. The apocalypse is one of those events.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was, and in that time he got married to Dolores, which was a mannequin.
Yep.
It's a spoiler.
We're in the spoiler section.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's not a very good looking mannequin. As someone who has hit on several mannequins, that's not a very good looking mannequin.
Well. To each their own.
The mannequin thing earlier today.
Yes. Because when we were in the supermarket earlier.
This show is rated R, PG.
When we were in the supermarket earlier, I was like, where can I buy a mannequin? Because I just loosely want
Now
a
I
mannequin in the
understand
house
why.
now.
All the pieces were like
It would be cool. It would be cool to just own one. Like you'd have a friend, someone to talk to.
Same thing.
You see, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
I see why you're friends.
Alright, because they're like real people. Except they're not. They don't bother you.
Yeah.
That's the logic.
Yeah.
They're like,
You have zero expectations. You don't need to maintain them.
I can't believe it. Someone else.
Put him in the corner or her in the corner.
Like today, like I legit saw like a male mannequin that I'd just keep in the house.
I see why you guys
A
are
male
friends.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want a male mannequin, just dress him in a suit, sit him in the living room. He's just there. He's just he's just there, just chilling.
Isn't that what Will Smith did in Legend as well?
No, because the CG in that was rubbish.
No, forget the CG. The mannequin in the store used to go and
Oh yeah, what was he called?
commune.
No, it was a guy. It was a
It's a guy.
It was a guy. Yeah. That was
Harold or Howard or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Russell Crowe had the beach ball coconut.
Russell Crowe.
That was Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Russell
Why
Crowe.
Russell Crowe?
The beard, I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Beard.
Yeah.
Did Russell Crowe have an inanimate friend at some point? Well, he was the inanimate friend. Man of Steel.
Wow! Deep cuts. Wow!
No, it's not a takedown.
I know, but still. Wow.
Ouch. Anyways, back to this.
I'm sorry.
Come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was your favorite scene. Mine was that. Well, what about yours?
Mine was number one, seeing the reason for why they cast Ellen Page. I had an issue with Ellen Page's performance, which was flat, but that's what the character
requires.
But what I did like is that I could now see the reason for her casting when the whole story climaxes at that point, in that she looked fantastic when she came into her own as. Can I say it?
Yeah.
The white violin.
Yeah.
The white violin.
Yes. So that whole scene where they're all trying to stop what needed to happen, then played out. Loved it because for me, the music came in, worked, the score worked perfectly, the visuals, and then also the fact that they all came at her and they kind of failed.
That bit in the house, when she's in the house.
Oh yeah, when she's
And she's going through.
Yes.
So stupid. Luther is such a dumbass, man.
Exactly. That's where he's the last.
So this is my. I didn't finish saying what my issues with the show were. The last and final issue, which was the biggest issue for me. Fucking all their problems. Sorry for swearing.
Yeah.
All their problems. Just resolve them by just talking. Because all of them are just miscommunication and assumption. It's just drama. It's basically drama is the driving factor for their issues.
Yes.
I don't like that. I don't like that logic. Like let their challenge be something else, but like literally everything is just them not talking to each other. Every single
even
thing.
in the beginning, like when Luther shows up and starts attacking.
This
guys,
one's assuming this.
he just assumes things.
Yeah, this one. These guys don't even know this guy can see Ben and is talking to him because they've never asked each other. They've never talked. These are stupid plot devices. I hate them. So that's why also the show ranked low because it ends up it's basically Friends.
And also but the good thing I'll mention about the show is that at least there are characters within the series who identify the problem with all these characters.
Yeah.
They
call
them
them
out
out
on
on
their
it.
immaturity, like what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Because like Diego is called out by the cop.
Yeah.
Ben calls out Klaus.
Yeah, but again,
Everybody calls out Luther.
every single issue because they just didn't talk to each other.
Yeah.
If the dad had just said it from the start,
No, but the dad
shit
is also
is going to happen.
even the dad is stupid in his own way because he just ruined
Dad's a
7
moron.
kids.
He's such a moron.
Yeah.
No, I get why the dad did it. It's very anime. You get that whole flashback that makes no sense in the show about how his wife was dying and blah blah blah, and then there's a magical butterfly that flies off. This is all anime nonsense.
Yeah.
The dad is from the future. He knew about the apocalypse. How would he know?
I think he was
think he's
not
an
the future.
alien.
He's an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he's
he
an
showed
anime
up-
alien.
yeah,
Whatever.
He's an alien. Yeah.
And then he went back in time. Blah. Like he could have easily become a billionaire knowing what he knows and blah blah blah.
But he did. But he is. To be fair, he is.
I just realized something.
But
Oh,
dude makes a robot.
Yeah.
Suji.
Huh?
You know what you just described? Something that when you talk about the show feeling familiar in many ways, huh?
Yeah.
That one scene when it played out, when you now get to see at least a bit deeper into that character,
Yeah.
it just reminded me of the climax of Numbers. Was it called Numbers? Or the
There was a
Nicolas
show called
Cage thing?
Numbers.
No. The movie where the
21.
world was ending.
21.
No, the one where he what the hell? The one that had a plane crash on the highway.
Isn't that? Wait.
It's yeah.
Isn't that the 21 movie?
Is it 21?
I think so.
Let me check. It could be 21. But yeah, that could. So that whole thing when it played out.
Nicolas Cage or Jim Carrey?
No, Nicolas Cage. Knowing. It's called Knowing. Do you remember Knowing?
No.
Fun.
What? After this is
We
done.
don't know.
We'd watch.
In fact, anyone who watches this show, watch Knowing immediately after.
Okay.
Yes.
The scene is straight out of that as well.
Point chicken.
It's not even just the scene. Huh? It's it's a flip. It's where this story ends is where his story starts. So you could say that he might be from saved
Shared universe.
climax of knowing. But anyway, it also has an apocalypse in either the whole movie.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have
Anyways, that
an apocalypse.
was what annoyed me about
the drama.
Yeah, like it was just like even at the scene where nah, you shouldn't be listening to it if you don't want spoilers, but when Allison gets capped. That was just such unnecessary garbage because of not talking to each other. Yay!
But it was poetic
And-
that she cut out.
Yes.
Yeah.
How it happened anyway. Yeah. But you see now,
I hope that's vague.
you know the
Just
reason.
like, yeah, I'm just like,
You know the reason.
You stay for the spoilers.
The reason why I'm so pissed off with the group not talking is because I also don't buy that the dad. Okay, the dad was a shitty dad, admittedly.
Yes, guaranteed. Yeah.
But these kids didn't have to grow up with all these problems that they have
Yes.
because of Pogo.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pogo should have fixed them.
Yeah.
Pogo should have seen that this was the problem, this was the problem, this is the problem.
Yeah.
And at least, if they came back, he should have been the reason why they're coming back.
Pogo is
He should
so
have been the
cute.
reason why they fixed that seven separate psychoses.
Yeah.
Because these guys are all crazy.
Yeah.
On
They're
some
all,
level,
they all
they
got
were just
issues.
crazy.
They all got
They are
issues
broken.
because of they're broken. They're all kids still, even when they're older. They're all kids, which is the plot device to explain why they're dumb.
I have big.
It is. It is the plot device. Like Luther will not.
Luther
I don't
would
like
never-
you. I don't like you. I don't like you. I'm not going to talk to you. And let's go do our own shit. And
Luther is so
like
fucking
they're
annoying.
so dumb.
I've never been so pissed off by a guy in a series.
Really?
Luther,
I can think of worse. I can think of worse.
Of the ones that we've seen for the podcast. In fact, no, let's extend it.
No,
Who's the
Sabrina.
worst
Sabrina?
in Sabrina? Who was dumb in Sabrina?
Who's Luther and Sabrina?
Who's Luther in Sabrina?
I can't think of any.
Someone who's well, the aunt,
I like that.
the stupid aunt. No,
No, the stupid aunt
No.
at least is good.
not the
just
stupid aunt.
honest.
The hypocritical
The
aunt.
hypocritical aunt,
Yeah.
yes, she's the Luther in this.
Yeah, she's Luther.
She's the Luther in Sabrina.
But
No.
no. You see, Luther is like, okay, fine.
I just want to bang.
I'll do this.
I just want to bang. These are my principles. I just want to bang.
Luther, I feel identified himself as he tied himself so too close to his father. Like,
Yeah.
when that whole thing
Fell apart.
fell apart, he
had
was
nothing
lost. And all his
Yo,
passions and
he had
his
fun though.
abilities.
That night he had fun. That day
Oh,
he
yeah.
became a man.
for like
Literally though.
for like 20 seconds. Because immediately afterwards he turned into something else. But yes, he was a man for like it was funny. Ah gosh. Anyway.
Diego has a massive chip on his shoulder.
Oh my god, that guy.
But he grows.
He does.
He does grow.
But that chip is still annoying to have.
Barely. Nah.
Yeah. Klaus annoys me because
I love
I feel like he does it on purpose.
Yes, he does.
It's
I love Klaus. I love him so much. I'll defend him to the death. He's the
pushing
best.
guys away.
Yeah, he pushes guys away, and I'm like, you know, you'd be better off if you just kept these guys close.
He has enough people.
I know, but still.
But I think
Dude, when he's a kid, man, I felt for that kid, man. Kid is locked up, has like 4 dead fucking skeleton chicks screaming at him. He's locked in a room with them.
Yeah.
Dad comes and locks it. How are you? I could let you out, but I'm gonna keep you there.
yes.
What the fuck?
Like, yeah, this fear you have doesn't make sense, so let's make it worse. Click!
Like, Alison and
Sad.
Vanya should
Yeah.
not have had that beef.
Yeah,
They
that
should have
was
been
just
way closer.
unnecessary
Yeah.
crap.
Vanya?
And
Vanya
the bad guy was dope.
Yeah.
But he was very similar to Sylar in Heroes for some reason.
No, his function, right?
Yeah.
This thing of instigating and pushing things.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Baron
knew
Zemo.
how to. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Same
Civil
kind of
War,
guy.
basically.
Yeah, it's just Civil War.
And it's also the same for those
He
of
is
us
psycho,
who
really
are
well.
not at the worship at the feet of the MCU, the Civil War. There's also the argument that Tony and Cap would have had 3 days at a diner to just talk this.
Days, minutes.
Now, I'm being generous because I know
no.
usually it's kind of touchy to try and the story points.
It
They
was
could have
necessary.
literally gone to the car park and said,
Yo, let's just hash this out.
check this out. These are the problems facing us.
This
in
is
the future.
this is BVS. This is Civil War. This is all that stuff. Yeah.
Misunderstandings that could have been cleared with just communication.
Hi. We're heroes. Yeah. No, but you see, those guys have it worse because they're supposed to be heroes.
These
They're
guys
supposed
at
to. They're supposed to be good guys who do that. They should naturally just do that. For some reason, Civil War and whatever they didn't. This one, these guys are broken people. So again, they got away with it. It was annoying as shit, but they got away with it because plot.
Yeah. And the reason why I find it more unforgivable in MCU is that Tony is supposed to be smart.
Yeah. You're such a smart guy. Why are you a dumbass? Yeah.
Drama.
Yeah.
It's drama.
And again,
It's-
that's what kills it for me.
Yeah.
So in this one, it makes
this
sense
one-
because
this
now
one,
everybody's
plot-wise,
just as
it makes
messed up as
Yeah.
the next one. So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
It makes sense plot-wise.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now,
Well-
because of this show, I've now felt the craving for sugary sweets. Because of all those diner scenes and the donuts.
the donut
The
lady.
donuts, yo. Oh, so Chacha and Hazel.
Yes.
Weren't they all? They were cool characters.
Yes.
I like them.
Fantastic.
Mary
I
J.
really
Blige
like-
is a fantastic actress.
Oh my god, that was
That
her!
was her.
Oh my god! Yeah, she's great! She's great! That was her!
Yeah. I was ready like.
Okay, my second favorite scene. Those guys get high.
Yeah.
Those two get high and burn
They're really good. They're really, really good.
That was one of them.
Now you know Mary J. Blige is in the show.
Okay. No, but I saw her.
Yeah.
She's dope. She is really
cast.
dope. I didn't realize it was
And,
her.
This other guy, the guy who plays Hazel.
He was so
She's
sweet.
Hazel,
Yeah.
She's Chacha.
Considering, the thing that really, the thing that
And
messes with me is because and this is going outside of the show is that he's the you watched the David Fincher serial killer.
Yeah,
show.
he's in the serial killer show, yeah.
The fact that it's played by the same guy messes with my head because I expect him to just reach out and grab someone and speak in that soothing, somewhat sonorous. About how he's going to yank that thing out of your throat, but at the same time tell you, I had some really good donuts, and the world is a wonderful place.
I think
Much
that's-
to this thing.
Yeah.
He
He even
was
falls
so
in love,
sweet.
man. He has, from there you can see his range. He's a really good actor.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
I like the guy.
But yeah,
And he's super powered, right?
No,
You
that's
look at
just-
the beating he got from everyone, and he's still walking away and just brushing it off. My God, like, dude has superpowers as well.
Maybe
I thought that they
it's
were
just
both
tough.
superpowered.
Because I think from the comics, I think the one of the differences that I read up somewhere later was the difference between the comic and the show. These guys work for that time agency.
Yeah.
The agency in the comics used to hire exclusively guys who could time travel. So guys like Number 5. Now these guys in the show need the briefcase
Yeah.
to time travel. So that's, I think, the one difference. Yeah. But I really liked the way they had like Suicide Squad helmets.
That was fantastic.
The big whatever's.
Big,
The big,
cushy rabbit head, a dog.
yeah, the plush heads that they use when they're going out on hits. So you see someone dressed up
It's
in a
very
suit.
Hotline Miami.
Yeah, that's
Very
the thing.
Hotline Miami.
I wish they did that. Okay, yeah.
And dude, when they burn that place down and that music kicks in, I'm like,
This
these
is
two
Hotline
are dope.
They're fantastic. They're awesome. Also, their stories are very compelling. They don't have as much silly psychological damage
As
the other
the Seven.
characters
Okay.
that we are familiar with.
Yeah.
Compared to the other shows. These two is just like
Straight to business.
Yeah.
We're trying-
This is our job, let's do it. Or,
and they're trying to make sense of it.
And they have fun doing it.
Yeah, they enjoy it.
They have fun.
well,
Oh yeah.
Chacha does.
Well,
I'll say that.
well, no, I think they both started not feeling it towards the end. But
Yeah.
just Cha-Cha just wants to make it like in the corporate world, and
Yeah.
this guy wants out. That's their difference. So they're super relatable in that way as well, I guess.
Yeah.
So overall, would you recommend it
I would, but
to like her now? This is someone who hasn't seen the show.
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't
watch
know.
it.
What did you
Floated
think?
through.
What did
I
you
think-
think based off of what we said out?
There's a lot happening.
That's the show.
A whole lot.
Yeah.
But it's something I'd watch for sure. I'd get tired at some point,
Yeah.
especially if people are annoying. I'll shelve it for some time, but it's something I'd watch.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see. I'll try and hold on to that one.
You've tried before. It doesn't work. But we'll see.
What about for you guys?
Yeah, me definitely. Like I'm actually off the back of this. I'm going to read the comic.
Yeah, I'd rather read the
Yeah.
comic personally.
Yeah. No, wait, no. I don't know whether I'd read the comic over this, but I'm going to read it in conjunction with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I take that back.
You said there are 8 seasons planned.
Yeah.
Ideally. I don't know whether they'll get that far.
How much material did they pull from the comic for the first season?
No clue. I'm assuming volume 1.
Who's read the comic here?
None of us.
I know. I haven't.
I haven't read it.
So maybe I can pick the comic for the next round. I don't know.
Let's see how that goes.
But let's delve into something different. I'll read this on my own time.
What did you would you recommend it?
Yeah, I would recommend it. For of course the same reasons everyone has, but also just for one particular reason, the show has a life, like in the way it's put together. Just looking at it, the way it's shot. Ah man, there's some beauty in that show that it's just it touched my soul.
Sorry, one more thing. You mentioned that. There are a few parts where the CG is really bad.
Yeah.
Like you can very easily see the green screen.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Where like it definitely feels like the actor is there and she's not really a part of the environment behind her. That was very obvious at some points.
Is this with the agency?
It happened with Vanya a few times. Like
Yes.
scene where she pushes the car.
Yes.
It looks super fake.
The car looks quite
Yeah.
like what modelly.
Yeah. It looked weird.
But like for me the Vanya suit, then the thing in the house when Vanya is, starting to explore
Yeah.
her powers.
Yeah.
Then there's the shot of Alison driving. Now when like some of the episodes, the way they would bookend each other,
Yeah.
they would lead into the next thing.
Yeah.
Even when number 5 travels to the future, the apocalypse looked very well art directed.
It
The
looks
houses
too
were-
neat.
Were broken in such a specific, like I was looking at panels, like, okay, so you
It was
do
it was
some-
too neat
Yes.
and tidy. Yeah.
There's the sound design. I will say I will not spoil this,
Okay.
but towards the end, there's an aspect of sound design that becomes wonderfully rendered.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what
I
it is.
agree. Yeah.
So yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely recommend the show. And knowing.
Yeah, you guys should watch Nuri.
It's 10 years, man. Watch knowing.
Sorry. So 6, 7.5.
Oh, you give 7. Oh, you give 6.
I gave 6.
So 6, 7.5, 8.
Yeah. I
gave 7.
So yeah,
From
you'll definitely
what-
watch it.
Sight unseen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do I put for the blurb?
It's a dope show. Like, I really enjoyed this.
Worth watching.
Definitely.
Okay. Fine.
Definitely worth watching.
Worth
And plus, it's current. It's broken like Netflix records. It's like it's been this was Netflix's most watched series. Yeah.
Wow.
And you see this show. I was even talking about it with that on the way here. It's everybody was giving Netflix like crap for dropping Luke Cage, for dropping Iron Fist, all those MCU shows.
These are easily.
These are
replaced.
way better. This
Yeah.
is way better than Iron
Because-
Fist. This is way better than Luke Cage. The first half of Luke Cage.
And it's because
The
they
second
have
half of Luke Cage, sorry.
they have a lot less big executives telling them how to do things.
Yeah, and plus the show just knows. As in, I guess Netflix learned that They just need something simple.
Yeah, and they need to involve the creators. Really.
Yeah.
Like they're doing weird stuff. Like they got the whole Miller stuff going on.
Yeah.
Plus, like, yeah, I think they do good stuff. People still say Netflix are hit and miss with their adaptations. I think they're still doing a good job.
No, I think it's a constant hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It may not be for everyone.
I'd say
But it's a
just
hit.
Death Note is the only exception for me. But everything else has been good.
I haven't seen Death Note.
Death Note, I tried. I love I actually have the DVD,
I
but
surprisingly tried it and got tired.
yeah, the movie is, or the series or whatever it is on Netflix is terrible. It's really bad. We couldn't finish
The
it.
adaptation, right?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It really is.
So yeah, this I'd recommend this.
Watch
Yeah.
it. I'll watch it.
Yeah, watch it. But,
But then again, I'm
Don't,
the one who
don't
picked
put
it.
butts.
you are.
Just
No, I'm the one who picked it, so I was
Yeah.
kinda.
You're
It
kinda
had been
side.
in my recommendations for a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd already started it when you
Yeah.
picked it, but I'd say the pacing. I wish the pacing was better.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
And plus, for
Yeah.
guys who are not familiar with how Gerard Way does his comics, this is gonna feel like way too much overstimulation. Like the way he does his characters and the way he does the stories and whatnot, things change. Things are very, what's the word? There's a lot of, you get a lot of like vibe from guys. You'll feel very stimulated.
I don't know what I'm looking at, sir. I can't tell.
That's a scene from Knowing.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes. The end.
I'll watch it tonight.
The aliens.
I'll watch it tonight.
okay. Anyways, so that's it. Oh, I need to pick
You need to pay.
the book, right?
Is it a book?
Is it a book or a movie?
Let me check.
I think it's a book.
It's a book, yeah.
Okay. So, man, there's a book. It's about hobo vampire drug users.
Okay, cool. You let
It's
me know.
called- It's called The Orange Eats Creeps. I need to check the author's name, but it's called The Orange Eats Creeps. It's like Gracie Karpsky. Maybe you guys can look it up.
Grease.
No. Look up Orange Eats Creeps and then
Yeah, Grease Krilanovich.
yeah.
Sorry if I massacred the name.
I'm sorry to our Russian listeners if that was racist.
If any.
Yeah. Grace Krilanovich.
Krilanovich. Krilanovich.
Yeah, Krilanovich.
Krilanovich.
Yeah.
Yes, so I hope you join us for next episode when we talk Orange Eats Creeps. I am not the count, yes.
We read one book, 2 books.
Anyways, thanks guys. Bye.
Bye.
Das
Have
Vidania.
fun.
Enjoy yourselves. Any way you can.
Oh, well. Well, now.
Like, just hold on a minute there.
Wait, is the whole book here?
Do you have an opinion on what we just discussed? Did we miss something? Tell us in the comments section and we'll read it in the next episode. If you're listening on Anchor, send us a voice message and we'll add it to this episode. Don't forget to follow our podcast on Twitter @SpoilFans for updates, and follow our Instagram for behind the scenes action @SpoilersInFandom. Also, subscribe to us on YouTube and Anchor to get the latest episodes.